Alright, hello and welcome to the round 2 coverage of the Discraft CCR Open, fueled by Great Lakes, brought to you by Nate Davis Disc Golf. I'm Chili, here with Josh. How we doing today, Josh?
I'm doing well, Chili. How about yourself?
Doing good. Alright, round 2 takes us over to the River's Edge course at Burchfield Park. Kind of a cool course. Starts out in the open a little bit, and then it'll take us down into the woods. What do you think of it?
It's going to be a big difference from what we saw in round 1. Going to be a lot more wooded fairways, some tight tunnel shots that you got to hit. Similar to the first course, though, it's going to be a lot of placement shots on the par 4s. Just try to get yourself into position. The par 4s are pretty soft as long as you get clean off the tee. Should give you good scoring opportunities. I would expect these guys to light this course up.
Yeah, I think there's a little more opportunity to get a little lower under par out on this side. So, taking a look at the players, we got Emerson Keith will be leading off chase card here,
followed by Connor Rock.
And then we got Luke Taylor, a Michigan favorite.
Absolutely, hot off of his performance at Worlds the week previous.
And then we got Nieminen. He's on the Pro Tour, one of our foreign players joining us here.
All right, starting off the course, we got hole 1. As you saw the drone fly through, there's really just a gap that you got to hit right off the tee, and then you got to get past those bushes on the left to have any chance of getting a birdie. Really, the important part of this tee shot is just getting clean off of the tee, out of that gap right there. If you hit that gap or hit those trees, there is some OB on the left towards the cement, towards the Winter Sports Building there. But you can see that there's some cement walkway and some sidewalk that runs up the hill there. That is not OB. That wall there that you see does not play OB to the right. The park actually moved this basket back into the left from its original position because of the construction of that sidewalk, so it makes it a little bit tougher of a get.
Yeah, you really got to push it up this hill to get the birdie opportunity.
Emerson does pretty well. Looks like he gets to the top of the hill. He should have just outside the circle look, I think, for his birdie putt there.
Catching that early one.
But kicking to the right, he should have some options to maybe hopefully save his par.
Yeah. Luke Taylor, our young gun, really performing great nowadays.
He's been just fantastic on the tour. And his dad beat me pretty good in the Pro Masters side as well.
Yeah, he could cash in both Open and Masters. So
yeah.
Shout out to Josh Taylor.
Yes, he going with the forehand.
That's an interesting play on this hole. Maybe just not comfortable hitting that gap. Just felt more comfortable with the forehand.
Gets a little bit of a late turn, not quite as much as I think he wanted. Connor just playing the safe shot, maybe overturning it just a little bit, but getting through the gap. Going to be starting off with most likely a bogey, unfortunately.
Yep, just laying one up there. Take his medicine and move on. As you said, these steps aren't OB, so yes, he's putting for birdie here. And just lays one up under the basket.
Emerson for his birdie putt to get his round going. Cashes it.
Yeah, knocking it down. Good start to the second round.
Luke going to follow suit with another birdie out of the gate.
knocking it down for the bogey, unfortunately, there.
And Yessie cleaning up a tap-in par. No harm, no foul there.
Nice fly back on Emerson's putt there.
Good confident stroke to start the round off. Alright, coming up on hole 2, we got a good chance to air one out here. One of the iconic holes on this course, playing down an old toboggan hill. You really just want to push it as straight and as far as you can. There is some OB on the right with that parking lot if you manage to, overturn it just a little bit, but really you just want to get down in the middle of the fairway and just kind of chip up for your birdie.
Yeah, you really can't see the elevation of this hole from this camera angle, but it drops quite considerably.
A little bit of a warm-up for D-Glow, which most of these guys are going to be playing the week after this tournament.
That's correct. Yeah.
Emerson really pushing one out there, turning the camera guy around.
Luke really got a hold of this one. It's turned a little.
Swings out over towards the parking lot, but I didn't see an OB graphic. Did he stay in bounds?
Yeah, no, he hit the tree and fell OB.
Okay.
So hard for the camera guy to keep up on that one.
Luke's just got so much power. Yes, he also turning that over a little bit too much. Connor putting a good move on that, staying clean. I like the forehand play from this side. It fades into the hill. The backhand has a chance to do kind of that and, fade down the side of that hill. Really unfortunate ground action on that.
Nice shot up there by Connor. Luke from where he inbounded and just laying one up.
Yep, he'll take a par, move on. Emerson putting for the eagle. Not too much of a committed bid there, but honestly no reason to really get aggressive there this early in the round.
Yeah, kind of dangerous if you tried to run that. Yessie giving it a bid. Fortunate not to get the rollaway off of just tapping that basket,
Absolutely. Those putts from down there on the side of the hill have a good chance of hitting the basket and rolling right back down to where you just putted from.
And they'll finish out that hole. Pretty cool hole, though. I like it, the toboggan runs. Nice look at Emerson's form there.
All right, got hole 3 next. Kind of another, which is going to be a commonality on this course, just a gap of trees that you got to fit your disc down the middle of. And it bends slightly to the right at the end. It's kind of a tough shot for a backhand. You're going to see a lot of forehands off of this tee, I believe. Emerson just pulls that a little bit to the left, hits one of the initial guardian trees there. Connor with a pretty good shot, gets all the way down there. I think he should be right at the edge of circle, maybe in circle 2 for his putt. Luke finding the OB long on this hole. There is actually a sidewalk long on this hole that does play out of bounds if you get just a little bit too far.
Emerson just lays one up.
Kind of the only option from back there.
Yeah. And Yessie to do the same thing. I can tell you there was some camera trouble with the catch camera, but Connor did hit the basket with his shot.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah,
wow.
Unfortunately, I was having an issue with that catch camera.
Yessie cleaning up his par.
Yep, Emerson with the save there.
Yeah, that was a good scramble.
Yeah.
It's tough to get back into the circle from where he hit off to.
Yep, as you can see, he kicked off the basket and tapped in. He almost skipped it in.
Wow.
And Luke, unfortunately, yeah, he had caught that sidewalk, so leads him to a bogey there.
All right. Hole 4 is another pretty straight shot that's going to bend a little bit to the right again. You can see the basket is kind of nestled in between these two little hills. You really just want to get something straight down the lane that bends just a little bit, hits short of those mounds, and just kind of skips up right to the basket.
Yeah, this hole is kind of, I feel like it's a strange line that you have to put the disc on to at least to get up there for the easy two, you know.
I agree.
You really got to finesse one just right.
Some of these par 3s on the front 9 are very, very touchy.
Yeah. Yeah, Emerson going with the forehand as well as Yessi. See, I feel like if I was a righty, I see more of an ante play in my mind, or a flex play, I guess.
Hard to argue with that result, though.
Right.
But I agree. I like the very gentle bend of a backhand turnover putter shot like Luke's going to throw here. As long as he gets if he misses that tree, that's perfect.
Yep. Yeah, you just got to kind of groove that line.
Pitching up on the other side. Don't roll too far. Looks like it nestled for a pretty routine cleanup for him. Good catch.
Emerson banging that deuce down. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool how this green is shaped like this, almost a little half pipe when you get into it.
Yeah. Can lead to some trouble with rollaways here and there, but it's also a good catch for the drive. If you can get your drive up into that little groove, just nestles right in there.
Man, knocking down the par was Connor. Yeah, it's another one of those that you really feel like you should get the birdie.
Yeah, this one and the next one are two really good birdie opportunities early in the round.
Yeah.
So hole 5, as you see, you just kind of want to split those two trees probably on the right side of it, and then come down here. The basket is on a little bit of a hill, and there's some OB on the left, so you kind of want to pace your disc intentionally so that you slide right up, hit the base of that hill, and kind of skip right up.
Yeah, this one tempts you for that ace run, doesn't it?
It really does.
It's very tasty, but the smart play is to play it, like you said, to the base of the hill.
Yeah, because you get that ace run and the basket doesn't get in the way, and all of a sudden you're 60 feet long back in the woods wondering how the heck you even get towards the basket.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Oh. Kind of like where I think Yessi's going to find himself.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good-looking run, though.
Turns it a little too hard there, but good result.
Absolutely. Luke getting it to straighten right out, hit the base of the hill, and parks it.
Yeah, perfect play there.
Oh, I guess he didn't get too far away on his ace run. Let's see if he can convert. Great putt.
Yeah, nice putt there.
That's a scary putt because you're staring off into the hill drop off, and it can be a thing that's in your head when you're making this putt.
Yeah, this green is kind of deathy from a lot of different directions. Emerson knocks down his birdie. And Connor.
All right, starting off with a star frame early for our card.
There we go. Doing what they're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a great putt by Yessi to hit that.
Very confident putt from back there. All right, now we got hole 6 here, another par 4 here in the front 9. Not too terribly difficult. You just want to get out of that initial gap and then pick a side where you want to land your disc, either the left side or the right side. Depends on if you want to be a little bit more left and approach it with a kind of a righty spike forehand, or be on the right side and approach it with a little bit of a backhand and try to finesse through the trees.
Yeah, it's quite a push up this hill to get yourself in a position.
It really is. Curious to see how aggressively these players attack the hill. Looks like Emerson's just putting one out there left for a nice easy approach. You'll see also going with the turnover forehand to get on the left side.
And Connor, a little right, he'll have to play in through the trees there. Luke really gets a hold of it here.
Oh, he really does. All the way to the top of it. Wow.
Yeah, great shot. Emerson throwing a Toro.
Pitching it up there and just parked for his birdie. So a little trick here with that hyzer line through the trees, but it looks like he came up just a little long and should be just fine. Here we got Luke putting for an eagle. Just a little bit short. Good putt from Jesse.
Relatively easy par 4.
Really is. As long as you get clean out of that gap and execute your upshot, you're going to be in position for a birdie putt.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they have it as a par 4 versus a 3, just because it doesn't quite have that distance. And
it really is a tweener, but
Yeah.
I mean, Luke is one of the only shots that I've ever seen get to the top of the hill and have that look at the deuce that as close as he was.
yeah,
Bummer to not see him convert.
fly back on Jesse's putt there for the birdie.
All right, hole 7 is a really touchy hole. You want to just barely bend the disc from the left to the right and get down this hill and not fade out too hard to the left, because as you can see, that road comes into play really close to the basket. It's really easy to find yourself OB off of the tee on this if you get clean with a committed shot, especially on the backhand. The forehand is the much safer play, but as you can see, it's still kind of touchy to get down there.
Yeah, it takes some finesse to make it work.
That's a good shot there. It's going to give him a putt right at the OB.
Yep, like you said, clean living. None of them took the backhand play.
I'm surprised. I like the backhand play on this.
I do as well for a righty. Yeah, it kind of shapes. I feel like it shapes perfectly for it. But
Luke just going to pitch up and settle.
yep,
Oof.
living on the edge there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Emerson just pitching one out. It was all he could do there.
Connor with a really good bid, just not quite enough forward momentum to catch.
Yeah, yes, he connects for the birdie there. That was a great management of this hole.
Most definitely. Still, even for a 15-foot putt, scary staring right at that road, knowing if you airball it, you're taking a bogey.
Yep, yep.
I don't expect we'll see these guys airball many putts, though.
Oh, man, you almost got him.
You Sorry, trying. Emerson, I didn't mean it.
Commentary curse. All right, Connor wraps up the hole with a par.
Yep, nobody found the OB. Good to see that.
Fly back at Yessie's birdie putt there.
All right, hole 8 is another one of our tricky par 3s on the front 9. It's a really, really tight, just gentle hyzer with the backhand or a turnover forehand. The danger with the turnover forehand is if you don't hit the hill, you have a chance to really just fall and fade to the right all the way down that hill into those bushes, and it can be very, very hard to manage a shot out of those bushes. This is the shot with the forehand. You want to hit flat on the top of that hill and skip up straight. It's going to be a putt for Yessie. Good speed control. I do like that play with the backhand to try to hit the front of the hill and counter skip right up it. Just wasn't quite committed enough from Connor. Luke looked like he skipped right over the basket there.
I totally thought I was videoing an ace when that happened.
Good sit, though. This pin placement has a tendency to give some pretty gnarly rollaways. Great hit from Yessie. Wise choice to wear a green shirt while you're hiking in the woods.
See, I do my best to blend in, you know, so as to not bother the players. I'd go full camo, but that's tacky. I've actually got a ghillie suit. Maybe I'll try that out one of these times. And Luke gets that birdie after going off the top there.
Yeah, didn't get punished too far into the woods with the ace run there, which is nice to see.
Yeah, and he actually did right by hitting the hill, like you said. It just jumped up, which is rare off of this grass. So,
all right, hole 9. We're coming into some of the more par 4s in the back area. I know it's still the front 9, but this is where I really consider the course to start transitioning into some of the more tough and technical holes. You're going to want to bend from left to right off of the tee pad and get as far up of the fairway, pushing straight after that. And then you're going to have a lane, depending on where you land, left side or right side, to approach the basket from there to get your 3.
Yeah, we kind of moved out of the finesse section and into the very technical section now.
This looks about picture perfect as long as it doesn't finish too far right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's right about where I believe the short pin is for this hole. Emerson pulling it a little bit, but not managing to hit anything, which is great. Until the end. Still going to be in a good spot right at the straightened out part of the lane there. He should still have a chance to save his birdie.
Yeah, really, Luke really got punished there on that kick.
Those trees high like to be very, very grabby if you hit them, and they can put you in weird places left or right on this hole. There is no OB unless you find the parking lot, but
yeah,
those trees are pretty much OB.
Oh, he ended up in a better position than it looked like.
Yeah. Looks like he caught a tree at the very, very end and kicked left, so he's probably looking at a par, unfortunately. Emerson putting a pretty good move on it. He'll have an opportunity to get a birdie.
Yeah, that was a good shot considering he was kind of out of position there.
Connor just able to swing a nice easy hyzer up there. Oh, that was a beautiful shot. Really touchy forehand turnover. He just bases it. Luke not giving up on the birdie, putting a good run on it.
Emerson knocking that down.
Great putt.
Yep. And Connor carding the birdie as well. His was the most routine.
Yeah, he made that hole look easy.
Yep. And there was a shot we didn't see by Luke. I know from being there, he hit a tree right in front of him, so he's actually putting for bogey here.
That's unfortunate.
Yep. Yeah, he only went 2 feet in front of where he was standing in the woods over there. Yep.
Yes, he also carded a pretty routine, easy birdie there.
Yeah.
That wraps up the front 9. It went pretty quick.
Yeah, that's a nice view of the pond there. Great. Here's a look at the leaderboard here. So Emerson hanging in there. He kind of moved up a little bit.
7 down through that front 9 is hot fire.
Yep. GT's still leading it. Yeah, it was good. Kind of got through the finesse portion of the front 9, and now we'll see as we go into the back 9. Like you said, it gets more technical, a lot more carving through the woods, if you will. So.
Yeah, it's going to give our players a chance to really open up on some strong shots, but you're still going to have to hit a fine line through the woods.
Mm-hmm. Still a lot of scoreable opportunities coming up. So.
Most definitely.
Yep. All right, thanks for tuning in to Nate Davis Disc Golf, the presentation of the Discraft CCR Open, fueled by Great Lakes Disc. Thanks for joining me, Josh, and tune in next time.
See you next round.